in the meta of bans right now, but first pick remains the same. If it's open, it's going to be Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble expecting to see Galio, and for everybody at home, we are on 25.6, so if you're looking to see some lane swaps, for right now, it seems like that's dead. Maybe we get some iteration on that later on, but immediately Weibo answering with what I think is one of the newest, and I think one of the best champions that Xiaohu's been able to pick up recently, which is his Aurora.
I love the Nefiri hover for future, for this setup between jungle and mid with the Aurora Vi combo.
I think that this duo is so deadly, not only in the amount of crowd control and setup that specifically Vi brings, but also Aurora. I think you think of that one burst combo between these two champions, Wei will have a huge knockout punch, and I think they're going to need to bring that when you talk about who is on the other side. Knight versus Xiaohu is always a very fun matchup to watch, whether it's in playoffs or regular season, and I'm only hoping we get some more to deliver here between these two mids.
I like the champion Aurora, so I'm glad even after all the nerfs, like we still see her prominently even at first stand and things like that. Now we have a throwback for Wei, a classic jungler for him, obviously in the meta as well, but if you remember his time all the way on E-Star all that time ago, it definitely made his day of a lot of utility. Just really quick. It's so funny that in this day and age, like first pick bin Rumble actually works now, right?
He's been able to evolve there. Back end of the draft, so I think interesting things that I want to note on the Ezreal composition is, I think taking that away from a player like with the performance he's had in the past couple months on this champion, I think very well bears well for Weibo level 6s, and we're talking about those big team fights around objectives. They're going to be in a very good spot.
And BLG knowing that they're trying to go for these massive setup plays as well, they're going to get the misfortune away from that kind of wombo combo setup. But I love that we're seeing a very clear direction for Weibo. They're going to kind of match and wave with that rest of the comp.
And what to be able to contribute into team fights. Not going to be seeing one person just autoing away or throwing some spells. They're able to apply some crowd control. And here for BLG, it seems like they really want to try to measure on the dive that Weibo is showing and just say you're not going to provide so much utility. So BLG are welcoming all of this damage from Weibo, and what I want to see from BLG is how they're able to kind of
needed for Weibo is
influence.
And on the galley, look at blitzed position for moment versus Weibo. Maybe Rafa was cooking. I think the Jayos have been a little quiet today. They've been rough. They've been rough. They've been rough for sure. And these are like pretty two well-respected teams. But I do love the shout leaders just crying their hearts out for the team. I mean, that was passion right there. It doesn't matter.
I think that's really great that we have people that are willing to take it upon themselves to kind of lead the charge for the rest of the fans. So as we get ready for this game, again, really big, like you were talking about in between while we were getting ready for draft there, it was the fact that double round robin, but you're playing best